half angle trig formulas. I think we're going to split this into 2 days. So we'll take it double today, and maybe we'll do half in the next lesson. We'll see how much review we need to do. These formulas are on your trig identity and formula page, but it's nice to have them in front of us when we're using them. So they're just copied and transferred over. Just like we can add angles together to get to and subtract angles to get to an angle we want. Sometimes we have double angles and we have half angles as well. And so you can get many, many, many more angle combinations when we bring these in. So let's see. First of all, it tells me to find the sine of 2x, then the cosine, and then the tangent. And we're getting comfortable with this kind of information. It says the sine of x is that, and it's in quadrant 2. So first of all, we're going to draw our triangle. So I'm going to show quadrant 2 over here. Here's my ray. We'll drop that 90-degree triangle. And then the sine is opposite over hypotenuse. How do we find that third side? Right triangle, so we're going to use Pythagorean theorem, right? So I've got, I don't know, plus 9 equals 10. So x squared is 1, so x is 1. And what do you know about the sign on that 1? Positive or negative? Negative, good. We're on the left-hand side of the x-axis. That's what makes it negative. Now that we have that information, let me zoom out a little bit so that's in the window for us to look at. I want sine of 2x. Sine of 2x equals, it says 2. So we're going to find sine of our angle. Come back over here. Sine of our angle is opposite over hypotenuse. And you're right, times the cosine. Cosine of our angle is, I should put my angle right here. Negative 1 over square root of 10. And now I just need to multiply this all out. 2 times 3 times negative 1. Negative 6. Sure. Square root of 10 times the square root of 10 is 10. So that simplifies to negative 3/5. See some of you squinting at that, so let me make it a little bit bigger now. So as long as that formula is in front of you, we have the skill set to figure this out. All right, let's go do the cosine of 2x. We'll follow our formula. All right, it says cosine squared. So let's find the cosine. The cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So negative 1 over the square root of 10 squared minus the sine squared. Sine is 3 over the square root of 10 squared. So that gives me 1/10 minus 9/10, negative 8/10, or negative 4/5. Did you lose a sign? Did I lose a sign?
No, I thought the one, I forgot about the one multiplied by itself.
Gotcha. when it was squared. All right. Tangent one feels a little bit uglier. Tangent of 2x is 2 times the tangent of our angle, 2 times the tangent. Opposite over adjacent. That's at least nice. All over 1 minus our tangent squared. And our tangent we said was -3. Tricky here watching those signs.
Sorry, teachers. Students, remember that all student council election forms need to be submitted to Mr. Glazer today by lunch. So if you're still thinking about running, come in and grab a paper this morning quickly and get it filled out. Thanks.
All right, so now we've got -6 over -8, which reduces to 3/4. I have a -6 over a -8. Did you?
Oh, just I didn't see the negatives.
All right.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got there. Thank you. So this is type 1 of what you'll see on your homework, and this is type 2. So here we were find the value. Over here, it's simplify. And remember, whenever we see simplify, we're just trying to make something that's kind of big, in this case, kind of big, and we're making it smaller. That's all we're trying to do. So I look at this, and I've got 2 sine of something, cosine of something, which kind of feels like this one, doesn't it? But not quite. So we have a trick on this one. We've used substitution before. We're going to, okay, so on this we're going to use substitution. So if we let x equal this guy right here, 2 theta. And then we're going to rewrite. So now we can say 2 sine of x cosine of x. Any questions with how we got there? Like, okay, we got this. All right, now doesn't that look like this guy up here? What does it equal?
Sine 20.
Yeah, so that would equal, not 20. Whoops, not 2 either. It would equal sine of 2 times, so 2 times what was ours? Ours was x. Sine times 2 times x. But what did we say x equaled? 2 theta, right? So this is really sine of 2 times 2 theta, which is sine of 4 theta. And we're simplified. Wow, that really does not look like sine 4 theta when we're all close together like that. It does. It looks like some foreign word for sure. All right, the next one. Here we go. What do you think we're going to let x equal? Let x equal 3 pi over 4. Zoom out a little bit so we can find our formulas up there. All right, so now I've got Cosine squared x minus sine squared x, which looks like what?
That second one.
That second one right there that equals cosine 2, and we're using x instead of theta right now, so I'm just changing that to an x. But what does our x equal?
3
So we're going to replace that. Cosine of 2 times 3 pi over 4. Somebody's pretty serious out there. Cosine 2 times 3 is 6. Divide it by 4. And there we're simplified.